Hello everyone.
Hi everyone.
Yo! Welcome to Bulldog School Network.
And welcome to the Bulldog School Network.
Welcome back to this week's episode of the Bulldog Newscast.
The only place to get student news in video form.
Ready for the show? Let's go!
Didn't think I was going to make it that far, huh? Haha.
2 weeks ago, the Millbank FFA chapter celebrated FFA Week in a big way. The senior officer team planned a week jam-packed full of events to show their FFA pride. From a teacher breakfast to a coloring contest, this week was one of the most successful events planned for the FFA chapter. And we're here to cover some of the highlights of this agricultural week. On Tuesday, FFA members brought a plethora of animals like goats.
Well, this is a goat, and it was brought here by Kara Berkner, and it's a baby goat, so it's pretty small.
Chickens,
What kind of chicken is this? Oh,
rabbits, dogs, cats, cows, donkeys, and pigs. Rebecca Tusher, the chapter vice president, was the head of the project.
Well, I've contacted a lot of 4-H friends, and just because we live in a rural area, and so it's pretty easy to find animals. And then some people just came to me and they're like, "Hey, I have a goat. Can I bring it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. We'll set up something." Everyone's really liked it so far, I think.
Students ranging from elementary school to high school came throughout the day to check it out. Then on Thursday, the chapter held the Ag Olympics. Classes competed head-to-head in different contests for an open noon. Through an obstacle course, tug-of-war, trivia, and a crowd scavenger hunt, the sophomores won an open noon. After a successful week, FFA members have started preparing their CDE events for a chance to go to the national convention next year.
The fruit epidemic at the Millbank High School has reached its peak. Students and staff have been given the privilege to eat the fruit and drink water from the lunchroom. Recently, we have discovered that someone has stabbed one of these apples with utensils. We're going to discover who it was and find out who is the fruit killer. This is the fruit case. The students have enjoyed the fruit for the last couple of months, and the first question that pops in my head is why someone would vandalize an item that everyone enjoys. Here's a student's reaction to the crime.
Why would someone stab the greatness fruit?
A quick look at the crime scene gave me a question. Who found the fruit?
I found the item on the table and I immediately told Mr. Snozzy.
Shelley is a well-respected figure in this school, and I promised her that I would find out who did this. A second look at the crime scene gave me an unfound clue. A tie was underneath the table. No student would wear a tie on a regular day. Except for Sean Stemsrud.
Sean,
yeah.
where were you the day that the fruit got
This is so much better.
I was in class. What did you do before class?
I walked into class.
Well, how do you explain this?
This is an average tie. I wouldn't be caught dead in this.
I was stumped on who it could be, but when I got back to look at the evidence, all of a sudden, I remembered a vital piece of information. The key is Mr. Snaza, the average tie left at the crime scene, and how he would never be a suspect.
Mr. Snaza, I figured out the fruit case. All the evidence pointed me to one person and one person only. You.
You can't prove anything, Albert. What's your evidence?
Is this your tie?
No, it isn't. Plus, how would I lose my tie?
You wanted to wipe an apple off, and to do that, you had to use this tie. Somehow it fell off, and you wanted revenge, while also blaming a student at the same time. The evidence is right here. Your name's on the tie, sir.
You got me. I would have gotten away with it if it hadn't been for you and your friends and your crew.
That's right. No one can evade us. How about them apples?
Hello and welcome to Bulldog Sports Nation. I'm your host, Austin Schulke. Sorry about that, everyone. We had almost a little bit of accent there with the girls' golf team. So moving on to girls' golf. The first practice starts this Monday, April 4th, coming up. And I talked with first-time golfer Michaela Hookey about this season coming up, and this is what she had to say. Hello, everyone. I'm here with Michaela Hookey, girls golfer. And Michaela, I want to know, what is your goals this year for your first?
Just to learn how to play the game and I guess to be patient with myself.
And I want to know, what is your go-to club? Your go-to, just in any situation.
Oh, my putter. I use it everywhere.
Your putter. we're in the rough, and Michaela takes out her putter.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
What do you prefer, wooden tees or plastic tees?
Wooden tees.
Wooden?
Yes.
Okay.
I've never used a plastic tee.
Never. So, Michaela, what made you go for girls golf this year?
I wanted to learn the game, and I heard from other people that it was fun and a good experience.
Okay, well, good luck this season.
Thank you.
Thank you. And now moving on to boys tennis. With the tennis season now in full swing, I decided that I wasn't very experienced in it, and I would go learn from the best. And since Alex Cantine wasn't available, we went with the next best thing, Mitch Quaid and Adam Thomas.
Hi kids and coaches, I'm Austin Schulke, learning today how the fundamentals of tennis, and I am here with Adam Thomas and Mitch Quaid of the Millbank Boys tennis team, and they're going to teach me how to play tennis today.
What is the first thing I need to learn, Adam? The first thing you need to learn is to have a good forehand.
Okay, so we'll work on that. So here we are. Adam Thomas is going to teach me how to forehand now. The forehand was invented to make the game more interesting and more enjoyable to play. So Adam, break down the forehand from a fundamental standpoint.
Well, basically, you need to have a good forehand to have a good tennis game. So, the first step in any forehand is to come back with the back hand like this, alright? Then you want a nice sweeping motion, forehand, and cut, follow through. Alright? Follow through. Now, you give that a try. Alright.
How was that, Coach Adam?
That was alright.
Okay, kids and coaches. Now, Mitch Quaid, what is the next important step to a tennis game?
The next step is the serve.
The serve. We'll break that down from a fundamental standpoint real quick.
What you want is a handshake grip on the tennis racket, and then you twist it a little degree. Then you want your left foot out, right foot back, and a nice toss up in front of yourself so you can come down and follow through.
Banger!
I would say that's the record for the furthest serve in the world.
Yep. I'd say that's a pretty good dinger right there, folks. Well, there you have it, kids and coaches. I'm Austin Schulke. We'll see you next time.
And after that eye-opening experience, I think I fully qualify to go for tennis next year. And that is everything we have here at Bulldog Sports Nation. I'm your host, Austin Schulke, signing out. Go Dogs!
I race motocross during the summer, so I had an idea that I'd take all my GoPro videos and make them into one long sequence. I had to cut videos, add music to the videos, and put them all in a sequence that looked smooth and professional. I hope I'll get an A on this video because I feel like I put a lot of work into it.
Hello there, I didn't see you there. I'm Michael Olson. What I do in media room class is I like to draw. And I go in Photoshop or Adobe Flash and make little cartoons. And with those cartoons, I watch them, and it's good. A lot of the times you'll find me just on Photoshop trying to make a drawing that looks good. And make things that look cool. And then sometimes people ask me for stuff and I draw it for them and then they give me a high five and I feel a little bit less terrible about being a terrible human being. It's called Ben the Video Game. That's just it took me 2 days. Here's something I drew at the beginning of the year. It's a Jewish Godzilla. It's a Yahwehzilla, really. That's just Donald Trump as a dragon. That's pretty standard. This is one of my favorite pieces. I did it in 1 day. It's called Boys Untouched. As you can see here, there's a corn, and here's a banana, and this banana is pretty happy, but this corn's really not. And there's a black guy. It's pretty good. He got number 4, I think. But I've worked on quite a few different just drawing projects as well as animation. As for Mrs. Quaid, we needed a little outro for sports. And I was given 3 days, and I just threw a little animation together. I think it's quaint.
Quaint is a good word.
Bulldog just flops, as bulldogs should. Ideally, if my dreams came true, I'd like to be an animator. Just, draw cartoons. And I think it'd be a really fun just occupation, just in general. But realistically, something, maybe like maybe a web designer. Maybe that'd be a little bit more realistic. But hopefully something to do with artistic talent. But I don't have any of that. It's okay. Because this is my life now. Just like this bulldog on the inside. Follow your dreams. Follow your memes.